Okay, welcome back, and you may have seen my video on these picture frames for vinyl records or laserdisc. So I thought I'd show this one off first. Depending when this video goes up, it's probably about 3 or 4 days ago, whatever. I can't remember what part this is. Is it part 8? I think so. And I was just thinking about this song by Cliff Richard originally, and then covered by him and the Young Ones, because Cliff Richard was in the film The Young Ones. Anyway, yeah, so if you're not from the UK, that's not going to make no sense. But yeah, there was a comedy programme called The Young Ones with these four in it. So, and Cliff Richard done a film in the 50s called The Young Ones. So yeah, and this character Rick is a massive fan of Cliff. That all aside, if you listen to the lyrics of this original song, he goes, "Got myself a lot, crying, talking, walking, living doll. Gotta do the best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. I got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Gotta lock her up in a trunk, so no big hunk steals her away from me." What sort of psycho locks somebody up in a trunk because he's so possessive? Yeah, I knew there was something wrong with Cliff Richard, but yeah, there you go. So that's that one. So let's move on to, I had a couple left over from the last video. Put that one to the side. That's the single Living Doll. First of all, we got this one here called Sing. Never seen it. I've got no clue about it. Yeah, I see Michael Bolton is on the soundtrack. Let's have a look here. Michael Bolton. One More Time. Art Garfunkel. We'll Never Say Goodbye. Yeah, I haven't got a clue about this. Who's in it? Oh, Lorraine Bracco. Is that her down there? That can't be Lorraine Bracco. That is. She looks a lot different to she does now. Lorraine Bracco was in The Sopranos as Tony's therapist, and she was in Goodfellas as the main character's wife. Very sexy woman. Patti LaBelle. Yeah, don't know nothing about this one. Anybody seen it? Anybody like it? Let me know. Right, so I've got this one. I had to get this. It's not a great album, but look at that cover with old Rambo on it and the A-Team. I'm guessing that's Hill Street Blues. That's Hill Street Blues, Miami Vice, and Axel from Beverly Hills Cop. So on the back we've got Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Only Love, theme from the TV series Mistral's Daughter. Oh yeah, I covered that. I picked up the VHS from Mistral's Daughter. It's actually some good music on that, on those VHS. Cavatina theme from the Deer Hunter. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but yeah, Deer Hunter is a very sad film. Good film though, bloody good film. Theme from the TV series Mike Hammer. Oh, bloody hell. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, but good. Axel F. Passage to India, Godfather TV theme. So Almost Fire Love theme. I've got the film, but I can't remember off the top of my head the song. Chariots of Fire, covered that already. A-Team, classic. Hill Street Blues, classic. Music by Mike Post, Hill Street Blues. He's done a lot of theme tunes. I think he even done the A-Team. Going Home, theme from Local Hero. Yep, covered that one in another part. The Killing Fields, Magnum P.I. with old Selleck. Angela, theme from the TV series Taxi. That's a good one. Starring Andy Kaufman, Christopher Lloyd, Danny DeVito. Mary Lou Henner, and that's about all the ones I remember names of anyway. Yeah, I love that. I used to watch Taxi all the time, and the theme tune was very good by, I thought it was by Bob James. Yeah, it is by Bob James. Yeah. Another Monty Python one. Again, they're trying to be funny, scribbling over a Beethoven cover. Oh, getting fed up with Monty Python. Just, they're so pretentious. Oh, here's one I didn't think I had. Thank God it's Friday, and it's actually a triple LP. Trying to get it all in there. And yeah, it's falling apart. I mean, it's all there. There's 2 LPs and a extra bonus 12-inch. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that because I can't be bothered. And I don't recognise much of the music off it. But yeah, so I picked it up. Why not? And we got Ghostbusters 12-inch here from Ray Parker Jr. That bloody oh God. Today's the day I ate the Singapore noodle thing, and it's still repeating. I mean, I only had 2 bloody mouthfuls, but then I did eat a pizza after that, so it might be the pizza. Anyways, Ghostbusters, Searching for the Spirit, and the instrumental. So that's cool. Glad to have that. I should really frame this. This is a nice cover. That sticker will peel off easy enough. But yeah. Let's have a look at the record. On Arista, is it? Yeah. Oh, Arista. And that is from 1984. Nice cool picture in the back of the Fab Four, and got a little bit of ring wear there. That's a shame, but never mind. Another film soundtrack 12-inch. It's from one of my favourite films. I love this film, Back to the Future and The Power of Love. It's the only film I can claim I've seen on a boat. I've seen that film loads of times, and I see it one time on a ferry crossing to Ireland, back probably in the 80s or 90s. Well, probably 80s. Film came out, what, 84, 85, 85. Yeah, sounds about right. It's got The Power of Love, Bad is Bad, It's All Right, and I Want a New Drug. I Want a New Drug. So yeah, it's a bit funny that those 2 records are together, because people that know their trivia will know that Ghostbusters was a rip-off of a Huey Lewis song. I can't remember the title of the track, but yeah, if you listen to the 2 tracks, I'll put a link in the description. You can recognise where they've stole it from. But yeah, before sampling, people were ripping off riffs. This is a record I like a lot. It's as you can see, it's the story of The Empire Strikes Back. It's got a souvenir photo book inside, and it's got dialogue and music from the original motion picture soundtrack. I don't think I've got the book. No, that's a shame. 16-page full colour. But the record's good, and it's got all the dialogue and Yoda talking to Luke about, he says, "Oh, I'm not afraid," and he goes, "Oh, you will be." All that business. So yeah, it's a nice one to have. It's got all the sound effects of the AT-ATs and the snow speeders, and yeah, it's good to play around with. Speed up, slow down. So, oh, there goes the phone. Oh, I nearly dropped it on the floor. Right, next one is the 12-inch of Miami Vice theme by Jan Hammer. I don't think I bought this brand new. probably pick this up in the charity shop like most of my stuff. And it's got the extended remix, 6 minutes and 55. It's got the TV version and the 12-inch edit. So it's cool, and it's the man himself. Yep, I'm not going to say anything about that, but that's a look. Here's another TV kiddie classic, Camberwick Green, with Hugh, Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grub. And yeah, it was sampled for the tune Trip to Trumpton. Am I getting them mixed up? One of the two anyway was sampled. What's this got on it? Yeah, it's got Wendy Miller. I'll have to stick a link down to Stepasaur's vid for if you're from the UK and you like a bit of hip hop, you'll like that one. That's got Wendy Miller getting some different types of ingredients for his baking. Here's one that is very rare. Again, I got this when I was at college from the record shop in Red Hill, and this is a very rare album, I guess. I don't know. I don't really look on eBay for records because I've got enough problems with VHS and stuff, but this one is a nice one. Films on YouTube if you want to check it out, starring Robert Hooks. And this is the one that folds down. You can see Marvin chilling. Great soundtrack, especially the song T Plays It Cool, but the whole soundtrack's good. But T Plays It Cool is such a cool track. It's been sampled so many times in hip hop, and it's a really cool album just to listen to. You know, a lot of break beats are just little snippets that people nick, but the best type of breakbeat that I like listening to is stuff that you can listen to all the way through. It's just a standalone good track. Stuff like the Eminem sample that from Labby Sifri, stuff like that. And James Brown, I love lots of James Brown. I can listen to that all day long. Another one, another version of The Blood Donor and the Radio Ham from Hancock. And this copy on the Pie label, I'm trying to find a date here, 1961. Sounds about right. More TV, 12-inch and Moonlighting from Al Jarreau. Have the album as well, covered in another part. We've got the extended remix here and the 7-inch version, plus Golden Girl. If you're not familiar with, I'm sure most people are familiar with Moonlighting, but it's one of the first places, if not the first place, I saw Bruce Willis when he had hair. We got Derek and Clive, Come Again. And this album is filthy. It even says there, this album contains filthy language that should not be played in the presence of minors. Spelt wrong. Spelt miners, that, you know, coal miners. But yeah, I mean, it is filthy. And yeah, if you work out the little code there, you can pause it and you can work that out. IBCUNT FUCKANG. Pretty childish and pretty silly, but some of it is all about rape and toilets and lobsters and all sorts of business. Very silly, very funny though. What are we doing for time? Not too bad. Got a few minutes left on this segment. So another play school one. Humpty Up in the Tree, Hannibal, Jemima, Big Ted, Little Ted. Where is that all of them? I think so. And Oh, Brian Cant's on this one. Love Brian Cant. Derek Griffiths and Chloe Ashcroft and the rest of them. No Floella back then, but Derek Griffiths was there. No Johnny Ball. So this is an older one from 1975. Somebody's been colouring it in there. And check out the tracks there if you want. Yeah, BBC records. And I'll finish on this one. Why not? This is a good one to finish on, eh? Superman the movie, conducted by John Williams. And everyone knows the theme to Superman. But look at that, that's a great gatefold there with the best Superman, Christopher Reeve. There's the title, the tracks on the... It's a double album, side 1 to side 4. And I love... which one is it? The one with the 3 bad guys, you know, at the start when they're... trying to think. Is it the March of the Villains? I'll put a link down below. Do love that song. Well, it's not a song, but you know, that instrumental sort of soundtracky track. And there's all the information you need down there. Marlon Brando, of course, was in the original. Glenn Ford, Trevor Howard, Margot Kidder, Susanna York, Phyllis Thaxter, Terence Stamp, Valerie Perrine, Maria Shell. Doesn't have any credits for Sarah Douglas. No. But yeah, she was in the original, and so was whoever. I can't remember who's played Jack O'Halloran. So yeah, I'll leave it there. That's part 8, I think. And we're getting near the end. Only a few more parts left. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me if you have and leaving comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.